As expected, but the wave of populism may not be pulling back. Ashley Webster is live this morning in Paris with the very latest on the election. Ashley, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Maria. No, it wasn't even close, was it? The polls finally coming out at about 66% for Emmanuel Macron, 34% for Marine Le Pen. We knew that he was the favorite going in, and indeed, he won very convincingly. However, many people telling us here it was more a vote against Le Pen than for Macron. Neither candidates were particularly liked, and Macron, being the former banker, described as an elitist who will just carry on the status quo of French politics. But regardless, he did win. He becomes France's youngest ever French president, and he has a lot of work ahead of him. He also acknowledged in the celebrations last night here in central Paris that he knows that there are extremist views out there. People are concerned about uncontrolled immigration, security, and he said he will address those fears. Take a listen to this.
Faced with extremism, I know that we have certain disagreements, and I will respect them, but I will also be loyal to that commitment that was made. I will protect the Republic, and I will do my utmost during the 5 years to come to make sure that there will be absolutely no reason whatsoever to vote for extremists.
Well, he is certainly pro-European, Maria. We know that. As for Marine Le Pen, in her concession speech, she basically said she was very proud that she managed to garner 11 million votes, the highest number ever for the National Front Party. But I think she also acknowledged that the stigma of the far-right policies hurt her. She even talked about changing the name of the National Front to something more inclusive. I don't think she's going away, but certainly she was soundly defeated in yesterday's election. Maria, back to you.
Yeah, I think you make a good point that she's not going away. Do you think she looks to the next election, parliamentary elections, or next month? Where is the next battle?
Well, yes, she will, but remember the National Front, as it stands, only has 2 members of the French Parliament out of 577. She did gain the support of a minor political party, but is it enough to get her some more seats in the French Assembly to give her a bigger voice? That is going to be very hard for her because, as I say, she still has the stigma of the old school National Front, and she did everything she could to try and water down that image. But she's still going to be around, and who knows, 2022, 5 years from now, she could still be back again trying to become president.
Ash, Mitch Rochelle, quick question. One of the things that I heard a lot of in the rhetoric was the unemployment rate, which is 10%, but for young people, it's 22%. Does the new administration, have they talked about sort of how to tackle that? Because that's clearly going to be a big challenge for them to deal with.
It is a huge challenge, and Macron has talked about how French labor laws have strangled the economy. It's very difficult to fire or hire anybody, so for those people, especially the younger people in France, to get a job, it's very, very difficult. In fact, I know many young French people go to England, they go to London to try and get some work, get some experience, and then come back and stand a better chance of getting a job. How he proposes to do that is reform the labor laws, he says, but good luck. He's not liked by the unions here. He says he's going to cut 120,000 government jobs, cut public spending by $65 billion US. He sounds like a conservative Republican from the U.S., but whether he gets it done or not, that's another question.
Yeah, but he got the majority there. Ashley, we'll be watching the situation. Thanks so much. Ashley Webster's on the ground this morning, live in Paris.